locomotion training, animal flow training, ground movement training. These are all different names that try to describe more or less the same practice.
Walking upright on two legs is the most fundamental locomotion pattern as a human being, but in terms of full body coordination, strength and mobility, it lacks a little bit.
We can take a different approach to moving in space, which is locomotion. We can try to use our hands, elbows, our shoulders, our knees, our feet, our back, our belly, even our bum, in order to navigate the floor. I will show 5 different patterns that you can try to practice in isolation, but then of course, as always, I promote playing and experimenting. Let's go! For the very first pattern I picked something that I truly enjoy. It's a cartwheel, but it's broken down, and instead of switching the legs mid-air, we try to land on the same leg that is already jumping. Reaching for the floor, now I have this jumping leg and this swinging leg. We simply go up and land back down again. I will try to pull my body around to the other side. So again, a wide base, shifting your weight equally from the outside to the inside leg, reaching far, hopping, landing with this nice little pull towards the other side. In order now to make it a nice little locomotion crawling pattern, we can try to go from one side to the other side. For the second pattern, we need to get low. This one works on your leg strength and coordination. It's quite tough at the start, but after some practice you will be able to figure it out. The basic idea for this one is this corkscrew squat. I will focus for now on only my right leg. The left one is at the side. I will simply squat down as low as I can without bringing my heel to the floor. Nice and strong foot and ankle. Now from here in this position I can use my hands on the floor in order now to turn inwards like a corkscrew. The other leg becomes lazy, and like a little coiled up snake I will end up in this position right here. Shifting the weight onto your hands, curling, dragging your leg behind. Let's transform this one now into again a locomotion pattern. I will step diagonally forwards. Now from here, hands on the floor, finding this corkscrew squat. All the way around. For sure use your hands in order to catch yourself. Then placing my left leg diagonally forward, shifting again, corkscrew. Catching myself, leg shoots out, and I have my next repetition. For pattern number 3, let's transform into a wildcat for the crisscross steps. In order to learn this one, I propose to simply follow the direction of a line. You will first step through by opening up the body with one of the legs. Now you also try to cross the line with your hand. Then again, stepping through over to the other side and crossing over to the other side. So with every step you try to cross over the other side of the line with your hands and with your legs. With time and practice, you can try to find a little bit more relaxation in the pattern and really search for this snake-like quality while going about it. Your legs kind of slack and slide after each other. Your head is kind of like leading the motion, so the whole pattern becomes this very cat-like quality.
Before we continue with the next movement, let's come to the sponsor of this video.
Me. Yes, that's right. Learn many more patterns like this ones, ways to interact with your body, floor, your creativity, playing with acrobatics and locomotions in my Finding Flow online programs. Beginner ones, intermediate ones and advanced ones, everything to be found on www.neilteisner.shop. Pattern number 4 once again is dedicated to our legs. Again, squatting down, this time around, I will start once again shifting the weight onto one leg. I then place my other leg again diagonally to the front. Now from here, diagonal arm to the front, and I can now step through with the left leg onto the other side. Open lunge squat position. Placing my other arm onto the floor, and again diagonally moving through. So it's really this shift of weight from diagonal pattern to diagonal pattern, and again working in the step through pattern. The great thing with this specific pattern is that you can now really work the strength of your legs in end ranges, meaning it becomes a very good mobility exercise as well. So instead of just stepping through into kind of like a wideish stance, you can try to step even further. So now it should be kind of at the edge of your balance, coordination, strength and mobility. Changing towards the other side, now you can really see this open leg position. And with time and practice, you can try to reach further, more and more into these split-like stances. A quick moment to now shout out Marcello Palozzo, because this guy was the first where I saw exactly this pattern. But now back to the video. And finally, the fifth and last pattern, the slug roll. For this one, you want to sit onto your knees, and I like to keep my feet still on the floor. Now, I'm deciding now that I will start with my right arm, cutting the floor away so I can slowly bring my shoulder into the floor. My head goes towards the other side, so I have plenty of space to really find the floor easily with my shoulder. Now becomes a tricky part. I will try to place my bum into the ceiling and peel my head through. Catching myself in this tower position and slowly melting into the floor. Now a nice interesting part. My feet start the motion, and then my head is being pulled away with the feet, and then my knees lead the motion back into the starting position. Now that you know 5 nice patterns, we can already start to play and experiment with them. The frame now is very open. Maybe use a song as the length for your exploration. About 2.5–3 minutes is great to start off. You will simply listen to the music and try to go from one pattern, repeating it a couple of times until you find that transition, any transition, into a next pattern. This practice is really something that needs some time to ripen, and for sure you will encounter moments where you will simply freeze because you don't know where to go next. In these moments, relax, breathe easy, and don't worry about failing. Just continue somehow. Dear watcher, if you appreciate these videos that I share here on the platform, I personally appreciate any interaction with this video. It could be a thumbs up, it could be a comment, it could be sharing it with your students, friends, collaborators. Further, you can think about supporting my work by purchasing one of my online programs. See, all of these purchases really directly allow me to continue creating these videos. They take a lot of time to create, to edit, upload, so on and so forth. So everything that you do for me will directly be put back into the creation of new videos and goes out back to you. It's a continuous cycle of support. That's it. Happy practice, over and out. See you next time. I am teaching this year 2025 plenty of acrobatics lab movement workshops. These are weekend workshops where we dive into topics such as falling and rolling and meeting the floor. I'm so thrilled to announce that I'm coming yet again back to Northern America to teach 3 acrobatics labs workshops, one in Boulder, one in Vancouver, Canada, and one in Philadelphia in the United States. You can check out the video description and you will find all of the information on how to sign up to these workshops.